So the question wants to express the following complex number in polar form. So root 3 plus I. So when we're expressing our complex number in polar form, so let's just give this complex number a name. Imagine it was called Z. When we're writing our complex number in polar form, it's going to be expressed as complex number Z is equal to or times cos theta plus I sine theta. So there's two things there you can see we need. We need to figure out what or stands for, and we need to figure out what the theta stands for. So when I'm doing these questions, no harm to just do a quick sketch first of all of your original complex number, just so you can see where it's located on the Argand diagram. So it's root 3 plus 1i, which would be located maybe around here. It's in quadrant 1, and I connect to the center. Now that length from the center out to my complex number z is known as or, the radius, or in other words the modulus of the complex number. And the formula for finding that length, or the modulus of a complex number, is known as the square root of a squared plus b squared. So that'll get you the length of or, the modulus. So I take my complex number. My complex number is root 3 plus 1i. And I'm just going to label those two parts. So I'm going to call the root 3 my a, and the number in front of the I b. And I sub them into my formula. So or is equal to the square root of root 3 all to be squared plus b, which is 1 all to be squared. Root 3 multiplied by root 3 is 3, and 1 by 1 is 1. So or is going to equal to the square root of 4, which is 2. So the length of that line from the origin out to z is 2 units. The next thing we need to find is the angle here, the angle between that coordinate, that point that I've drawn, and the real axis. So I'm looking for theta now. And in order to find theta, we are going to use our trigonometric ratios, and in particular, we're using tan. So to get theta, it's the inverse of tan, so tan inverse of b over a. Or it could be written as y over x, depending on what letters you're using. So that means theta is equal to tan inverse of b, which is 1, over root 3. And then I need to be careful now, if you're using your calculator in radians or degrees, so it depends on what your particular question is wanting you to do. If I'm going to degrees, just make sure your calculator is set to degrees. So theta will come out as 30 degrees for you. Or if you set your calculator in radians, theta will come out as 1 over 6 pi, so pi over 6. So just be careful with which way the question is asking you to express it. But in this example, I'm going to work to both. So therefore, in order now to express my complex number in polar form, which is or times cos theta plus I sine theta, it's going to be or, which is 2, times cos theta, which is 30 degrees, plus I sine theta, which is also 30 degrees. And that's our answer. Let's just put it in radians as well. It would be 2 times cos of pi over 6 plus I sine pi over 6. And that's example 1.